You must remember that ours is not a religion. We don't worship anybody. We talk to ancestors, and when talking to ancestors, we are talking to your elders, we are talking to Abadabadal. The fact that you don't see them does not mean that they're not there. Now, for you to understand that, you must understand the science behind how life is. Everything that you see is a pocket of energy vibrating at a particular frequency. That's what they mean when they talk about frequency. So anything that you see, you are seeing a pocket of energy vibrating at a particular frequency. Now, when you vibrate at a particular frequency, there's a range that you vibrate at. And everything that you encounter is within that range. Now, when you look at everything around you, the lowest vibrating thing becomes solid. Anything that you see that has a very low vibration is solid. And then a higher vibration becomes liquid, and the higher it vibrates, then it becomes gas. Everything else that vibrates outside of your frequency range is just air. You can't see it. You can only see within a particular frequency range. Now, the frequency range is created by the charge that you have as a person, because each person is electric, has a charge. Now, you have a particular charge, and based on the charge that you have, you'll have a particular frequency band, and you'll see only things that are within that frequency band. So anything else outside of that frequency band, you just see air. Now, the lowest energy is solid, then becomes liquid, and the highest energy becomes gas. We've already said that. Now, when you die, you lose a particular part of you, which is the part that is within your frequency range. Remember that you have different layers of you that you don't see. There's also your aura, which is another layer of energy, another frequency layer within you. There's various frequency layers within you as a person, but you only see part of you. The only part of you that you see is the part that is within your frequency range, which is based on your charge. If you increase your charge, then you can see more. You can expand your frequency range to see more. People that are able to see ghosts mean they have a higher charge, which means their frequency band is higher. They can see more because your body works based on the level of charge that you have. So when you die, what happens is that you lose the part of you that is within the frequency range that you see, which is the solid part and the liquid part. But the rest of you lives on, like the higher frequencies that you can't see live on. But because you've lost the lowest frequency, your frequency range then changes. Your charge then changes. You have a higher frequency range now. So you still have solid, liquid, and gas, but at a higher frequency. So at that higher frequency, the person that has a lower frequency range than you does not see you. Because they have a lower frequency, all they see is air. But it does not mean it's not there. For example, if you take a piece of ice, it's solid. You give it energy, you increase its energy, it becomes liquid. That means it has gained charge. It's now at a higher frequency because it has more energy. Then you heat it more, it becomes gas. You can still see it, but the more you heat it, then it starts to disappear from your eyes. Yes. But when you look at it, you're thinking it's not there. But if you put a metal plate on top, then what happens is that you then see droplets of water, because now you have reduced the charge on that water molecule. You have reduced the charge. Now all of a sudden you are able to see it, which tells you that it's been there all along, but you could not see it because it is at a higher frequency. That is the same that happens with Isyan. They are there, but you do not see them because they are at a higher frequency than you. Now, if you were to increase your frequency or your charge, how do you increase your charge? You give the body energy. How do you give the body energy? There's three. You can either give it solid energy, liquid energy, or gas energy. Now, when we eat food, we are attempting to give the body some energy, but the food that we eat does not give the body energy, because the food that we eat is not electric. It's not natural. So what then happens is that it lowers, because now you are giving the body lower energy. It lowers the energy of the body, and as such, you do not increase your own charge. The more you give the body less energy, the less the more it drains your charge. So your charge gets drained and drained and drained as you give the body energy that is of lower vibration, until the body does not have sufficient energy to do all the functions that the body is supposed to do, that a normal person does. If it happens very quickly, you are termed sick, but as it happens gradually, it's called old age. So as you grow and you deplete your energy, the body functions less and less until it is not able to take care of all the functions of the body. But should you be able to give the body sufficient energy, you would reverse aging, you would not die, you would live forever. So it depends on the level of energy that you give the body. Now, if you give the body solid energy, then the solid energy drains, because it's lower energy, it drains energy from the body. If you give the body liquid energy, as in you don't give it solid, you juice perhaps your fruits or your vegetables, you juice them, the body has more energy and has less processing. That's why umhluzi has healing properties, or umhluzi it's because you are taking you are using the liquid energy of the meat, not the solid energy, which requires a lot of processing. So if you give the body liquid energy like umhluzi, or you boil, I mean, you get told that if you boil your food, all the nutrients escape with the water. So what you then can do is boil your food and drink the water. That's where the energy is, and leave the pulp, because the pulp has less energy than the water. Now, if you give the body energy that is in gas form, which is your air, then you even give the body a higher level of energy, depending on how polluted the air is. Because when you run, for instance, you run, after, say, 10 meters, all you need is air. You don't say, I'm hungry, because the energy that you are getting to run is coming from the air. So you are able to give the body to live off the air. You cannot not breathe, because the body loses energy. So that's why you have to breathe. But you can stay without food. So you give the body a higher level of energy by giving it air. So that is what breatharians actually do. They're using they're using air energy instead of solid energy. When you do that, and the energy is and the air is pure, or is clean, then the body is able to reverse all the damage that it has done, because you're giving the body enough energy to actually heal itself. It heals itself until it reverses the signs of aging. You can help the body by removing all the toxins within your body, by steaming, by cleaning your colon, because all those things are toxins and they drain energy from the body. So if you clean the body, you cleanse your colon, you steam your body to remove the toxins from the body. Then you live off the air in a place where the air is pure, like a mountain. That's why they say, no, people want to climb the Himalayas. The air at the Himalayas is much better. It's because the air has less pollution. Remember, pollutants, they are a bit denser than cleaner air, so they will drop to the ground, closer to the ground. So the higher you go, the less pollution you get, and as such, the less energy, the more energy you give the body. So you can actually live forever, but you need to be able to prime the body such that it's able to it is clean enough to be able to accept that, to process the energy, that the air energy that you give it. So it's just as simple as that. So back to the ancestors. So ancestors, in essence, are those have lost a part of them, but they're still there. They have lost they have lost the solid part of them and the liquid part, but the aura is still there. That's why you see a person as a ghost. If a person is a ghost, that means they're losing energy from perhaps negative emotions that they still have. Those emotions then draw the energy of the body, draw the energy of the new body, and it becomes denser, and the person is able to be visible to other people who have a higher level of energy. So it is not. So it's not a religion. It's actually a science. So it is. Not, so we are not worshiping. That's why we don't worship anybody. We talk to our fathers. We talk to our grandfathers, because they've passed, and they come to us in dreams. When you dream, for instance, you increase your vibration. Your frequency becomes higher, and when you are sleeping, because the body rests, and then as such you are able to see the higher frequencies, and you are able then to interact with your ancestors. It's all a science, but people need to understand the science before they can tell us all those things.